Hey, Elder Distaggio, back at your Hearthstone playing Steef's Midrange Shaman Deck. It's just a super hot deck over at Hearthstone.com. Shaman Deck, pretty much the main top Shaman deck of the last week, and there's been some write-ups on it, and I will link to that information down in the video description. And when I saw the mirror matchup here against Shaman versus Shaman, then on the mulligan strategy there, I just wanted to get some early drops out, early minions out there. I wasn't sure if this was a mech shaman or a mid-range shaman, a control shaman, and it was actually kind of hard to tell. I thought it was a control shaman for the longest time, and it ended up being a mech shaman that clearly didn't have a lot of mechs on the draw. I did pre-record this video. I'm kind of commentating post-fact, and this is my first time playing the deck too, and I'm sort of thinking to myself, do I really waste this cackle on the totem? But again, I wasn't sure if it was control. I wanted to get some early damage. I wanted to take out all his other minions. At the end of the day, decided to go ahead and do the cackle, take out his other totem, kind of clear the board. I mean, honestly, I'm sort of playing control right here. So a mid-range deck, mid-range shaman deck, is actually pretty interesting because it can go aggro and it can go control. And here I went control. Again, I wasn't quite sure what I was facing at this time. If it was a mech shaman, normally by turn 4, his turn 4, you would have a mech out there, right? I mean, if it's not a mech shaman, what is it? Because, I mean, as you'll see as we go through here, yeah, it's actually kind of a slow playing deck. It can be fast, but my two matches that I played on it ended up being kind of slow. They each took about 20-minute real time from start to finish, including mulligan time and searching for opponents, and that's actually pretty long for me. I'm used to playing Mech Mage where it's like 10-12 minutes max. And as you can see here, I myself haven't really played much, except for I've been summoning out totems. You know, I'm keeping a lot of options in my hand, though. So I do the Drake, Azure Drake out there, which is spell damage 1. It allows you to draw a card when it comes into play, so it kind of replaces itself, if you will, in terms of card advantage. And it gets instantly hexed. So, you know, the alternative play on that turn could have been Loatheb. But, again, that might be a deck you play to sort of stop the momentum. Again, I didn't really know what I was facing yet. I do go ahead and do the Fire Elemental on his Mana Tide Totem. I didn't want him to get another card off of it. So went ahead and whooped that out. I was actually feeling pretty good about myself at this point, but knowing what Shaman has in its arsenal, I knew that never get too comfortable. Fork Lightning comes out, takes out 2 of my minions. Then he has his own Fire Elemental, and you know what? Fire Elemental, my Fire Elemental. Hey, it happens every now and then. What can you do? So I decided to go ahead and hex that, take out the hexed minion, the frog dude, and then I'm kind of thinking to myself, where do I go here? Fail Spirit? Or do I start putting out some stickies out, some sticky minions, hard to take out minions? Go ahead and pop out the Piloted Shredder, because I did feel at this time that was the way to go. Then again, look at this, guys. Double Fire Elemental, 2 turns in a row. I do get the Frostguard Taunter dude, the 2/2. But I have the double Hex, so he's probably cursing to himself. He had the double Fire Elemental, I had the double Hex, so hey, what can you do? Now I felt was the appropriate time for Loatheb. Now it might be hard for him to remove Loatheb, although he does have 9 mana. And so here comes out the Spider Tank. This is where I realized Spider Tank. And then what? And then I was thinking that had to be a play mistake. I thought for sure it was, and then I thought, why would he put the Fire Elemental right there? I don't get it. Why didn't he put it next to the other? Oh, I don't know what he was doing there. That didn't feel right to me. You never put a Defender of Argus on the end. Do you know what I mean? So I just decided to Rockbiter on my little Frostguard dude there and take out some minions here. You know, here I was thinking to myself, I mean, I could go really either way here. Then I realized, you know what? I got to go control here. I can't go aggro. I have to take out that Flame Tongue Totem. And there's just no way about it. When you see Flame Tongue Totem, that's one of those things you just gotta take out, because otherwise the totems start being threats, you know, rather than being 0-1s or 0-2s or whatever. Now that spell damage totem, in hindsight, I probably should have gotten rid of that a little bit earlier than I did. He comes in with the silence, and look at this lightning storm. Oh, why did I overplay that? That's just my flaw in general. I tend to simply overplay everything, and I was really starting to lose hope here. Drew the Dr. Boom. I also got Feral Spirit to kind of slow him down. Azure Drake, which is going to replace itself with a Zombie Chow, good control-y card. And he's not too low on health too now, where Zombie Chow really hurts me any. You know, because when Zombie Chow dies, of course, the opponent gains 5 life, and he's only taking 2 damage though, so not a big deal for me. And, you know, I'm feeling pretty good here. Oh, and then I see the Bloodlust. Oh, phew. And he takes out... Oh, look at this, guys. You just think I'm getting crushed here. It's just amazing how this deck can turn around. So Steef really created something awesome. He's the creator of this deck. There's absolutely no changes to his deck over on Hearthstone.com. Top 25 EU player. And had a really good win rate, 62.2% win rate with this deck across over 100 games. So there you go. The only deck that he struggled going up against was Priest. So I lost the old Dr. Boom there. But I still got my bombs here. It looks like he bombs, and then I take out a totem, but then it heals back up. It's just one of those Dr. Boom fails right there. But look at the top deck there. Elakir the Windlord. Pop that out. He comes shielded, taunted, divine. He's everything. He's got it all. Wind Fury. Then we pop in the Flame Tongue, and boom, double attack. Lots of damage to the face there. Flame Tongue Totem. That is a slightly more appropriate Flame Tongue Totem, by the way. But then look at this. Just he's got an answer for everything. A Faceless Manipulator on my Elakir the Windlord. You would think do you not think I lose this match? I should lose this match, but then I come in with a Doomhammer, and I'm thinking to myself, normally that's one of my win conditions, right? That's one of my sort of finishers, if you will. But I don't have much choice here. Healbot doesn't do me anything. Let's see what totem I get. I get the healing totem. Okay, that's not kind of the one I was really looking. I was curious. Maybe I get a lucky, bomb drop there where I do 4 damage or something. But nope, I got to do a double attack here with the Doomhammer. It's not ideal, but I got to get rid of that minion. It's a painful one to do it that way, but hey, it is what it is. We're basically equal right now. We both have the same totem out. We both have 1 card in hand, but then I top deck was that Earth Shock, and I'm like, I'm not wasting that on the totem, so I'm just going to hold that in my hand. I'm going straight to the face here. He's getting low on health. He's getting to the point where if I were to draw a Rockbiter weapon here, I'd be doing 10 damage a turn, plus, the Healbot doing 3. So then he does it again. Another big lightning storm, and I'm curious, does he get... I was hoping he'd only do 2 damage on one of those. 2 damage on my Healbot would have been ideal. So now it's looking like it's game over. I drew my own lightning storm. Take out his whole side. I still have the Doomhammer active. I can swing for 4 more damage, taking him down to 12, which is awesome. Again, I'm not really at a comfortable place sitting there with my totem, my 0-2 taunt totem. And there he's got a 0-2 taunt out right now. Plus the Emperor, which reduces the casting cost of all cards in his hand by 1 every turn. Of course, he's got no cards in his hand, so I can Earthshock him, but I'm trying to get the spell damage totem with boom, I land there. Now I do 2 damage, plus I silence him. Not that ability was really helping him. I was just trying to... Well, I don't know. I could have also taken out the taunt and went to the face there, but it looks like I just decided to do that. I still have my taunt totem up, and so... And then he top decks an Azure Drake. Can you believe that? And then a Feral Spirit. Now you think to yourself, there's absolutely no way I can win this game, right? That's what you think to yourself. In fact, I was thinking that, but then I top deck Lightning Storm. I mean, this deck, it just it has a lot of top deck potential. It's got a lot of solutions to lots of problems. And I mean, hey, he did that to me twice already this game, so it's only fair, right? Am I wrong? He's got the Knife Juggler, but of course I have the Earth Shock to take it out. And I got that Spell Damage Totem, which allows me to do 2 damage and silence the minion, but of course that kills the Knife Juggler. And then I got the Haunted Creeper. You wouldn't expect that to be good late game, would you? No, that's not a very good late game card, but it's a sticky card. He takes care of it. I come out with 2/1/1s. I'm still doing some damage to the face, and since he's only at 10 health, Manatide Totem is an awesome draw right there, because that's going to give me at least 1 card, obviously, maybe more now that I got the Taunt Totem up. I'm doing 1 damage there, so now he's at 9 health. All he's got is the Spell Damage Totem, and then Defender of Argus is actually an awesome draw. There is only 1 Defender of Argus, I believe, in this deck. Yes, that's correct. And I see why there's only 1. You'd never want to have 2 of those in your hand. It's just, you would have a lot of dead be sitting in your hand the whole game, basically. Big Game Hunter, but it doesn't appear he's got anything big gameable. So Defender of Argus, right? I was thinking to myself, wait, let me just draw another totem here. Might be a little bit better to put it over there, but no, then I decide, do want to put it between the Spell Damage Totem and the Spider. And that then allows me to... My goal here is to basically... I need to get rid of the Flame Tongue Totem, because the second I do that, you know, he really doesn't have a... You know what I mean? A deck anymore. He doesn't have any threats, but I can't take care of the Flame Tongue at the moment, so I gotta leave it out there for 1 turn. He's gonna summon a totem, and that's gonna be Flame Tongued right away, I believe. Oh, he's got the Feral Spirit. So look at this, guys. This is a crazy matchup. It was so fun to play this one. It was super long, but I mean, sometimes your long matches are your best matches in this game. My turn finally. Oh, Rock Biter. That should really help me. Now this turn, I think I thought a long time, because I was like, okay, I can do 3 there, 3 there. You know, what's the right combination? Can I kill him this turn, number 1? And if I can't, I need to get rid of that Flame Tongue Totem. That was kind of where I was thinking. So what totem do I get? I get the Heal Totem. I'm like, alright, I can maybe heal up. Meh, that doesn't really impact me too much, but I end up doing that. And then I'm going to come in here. That gets rid of 1 Taunter. Then the Big Game Hunter is going to sort of sacrifice himself, right? Or did I change my mind? It looks like I stopped to think about that. I mean... The alternative is to Rock Biter myself. I could Rock Biter a minion, and I'm starting to run out of time here. And so I end up just doing that, and then I Rock Biter the Defender to take out the Flame Tongue. Now, I could have went straight to the face there, but that would have still left him at 3 life. I mean, I would rather... I mean, I'm sitting at 29 life, so maybe that... I won't call it a misplay, but, you know, I'll call it a... You know, there's really 2 equally good options there. Now I drew the Flame Tongue Totem. He drew this damn Annoyatron, though. So, man, that's a good draw for him. Analyze this board for a second, you instantly realize that, yeah, there's a lot of decisions to be made almost every turn. It doesn't, like, auto-play itself, that's for sure. So I decided to take the Defender against the Taunter. That gets me 3 to the face. There probably was a better way to play that one, but again... I'm kind of feeling good about this. I know Lightning Storms are out of the deck. He topped Ysera. Obviously, it's over, though. No matter what Ysera draws him, it's gone. And so he, of course, commits suicide. Look at that, though. I would have even had the Fire Elemental damage. What an awesome deck. What an awesome match. I mean, I didn't play that perfectly. It's the first time I ever played the Steef Midrange Shaman deck. Check it out. It's an awesome deck. Read the Hearthstone post on it. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up.